Now, am I the only one here who actually speaks dwarf?
Well, they can clearly speak English because you spoke to them.
I did speak common.
Well, I speak to him in dwarvish. How are you doing, friend? Are you all right?
Oh, where am I?
You're with friends.
You're at the canyon that you were going to survey.
Who are you?
Do you remember the name Zoctavir?
Yes, he's the one who gave us that contract.
We were given...
Are we in the canyon?
Yes.
You went missing.
Oh,
and
God,
we were sent to find you. And we found you.
What happened?
It appears that you have been the victim of a long-term enchantment.
You've been mind controlled.
Enchantment.
By a dragon known as Gavid.
But how could...
Listen to me. You gotta be very quiet and think carefully for a second, alright? Your comrades over there are still enchanted. They're ensorcelled to listen to this dragon's every whim. Now, I want to get your clan free, but you have to give me some information. Where is the dragon? What did you guys do when you got down here?
What?
It's probably wiped his mind.
What did we do? Well, then he starts to tell you the tale.
Nice.
They arrived...
Put my dick away first.
Well, yeah, I mean... He pulls up his pants and wipes the puke off his chin and, handles himself a little bit, and then he gets into the tale.
Pros and cons of...
So they came out here, they took a boat on the river a few days, and eventually ended up, at the site of the dam, and sort of hiked up into the wherever they had the camp set up.
Yeah.
And they were all set to get down to work. And the next day, they were down at the site, starting the survey. Mm-hmm. And they found there were a few really deep pools in the water. And in fact, really weird current patterns, and it looked as though there were some sort of underground chamber. And they started to investigate, right? Brock, whipped up a spell and sent a probe down to sort of investigate what was going on. And something erupted out of it, and the rest is just black. But I remember I was happy.
You weren't happy. You were made to think that you were happy.
No, it's starting to come back now.
Happiness is thinking you're happy.
I knew what I ought to do, and I did it. And I did a good job of it.
Look, happiness defined by somebody else for you is never true happiness.
I've heard that before.
I don't...
I'm saying that in character.
I don't know.
You should come with us for now. What's your name?
That's a good dwarf name.
Beard Fist. Beard Fist. That's my go-to dwarf name, Beard Fist.
Dongo Ironcliff.
I'm Aaron. Aaron Coppertail.
Beard Fear.
Alright, Aaron. You should come back with us for now. I don't think you'd be welcome back in your old group anymore.
But you can't. He seems really confused.
We need you to go back, pretend you're still mind controlled, and say, "Come over here, one at a time."
Yeah.
Come take a piss with me.
Aaron, look. This dragon used you. He used your comrades, your clan. He spit on your dwarven honor. You really want to let him get away with that?
Now you're using him.
You're right. I have a duty to the clan. This is... it just felt so right there.
Come back with us for now. Get some food and some rest, and we can talk later more about where those pools are located.
All right. All right.
All right. So yeah, we get out of there hopefully and take him back.
Okay. Yeah. You don't know how long it will be before his absence is noted.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, we could if I go there and turn into a lizard and wait.
How many spell slots do you have?
Well, I haven't used any today.
Okay.
And actually, remember, sorcerers can use other spell slots to get points to make more spell slots.
Right.
So, in theory, I could use all my slots to just be an animal for like 6 hours.
This bit never dies, is what you're telling me.
What bit? It's not a bit. It's a useful application of my spell.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, if you don't want to see how long it's going to take for them to notice how long he's gone, we don't need to do that.
No, you can do that. I'm just worried that you're going to, like, get caught.
How would I? I'm a lizard. I can just hang on the wall. There's a billion lizards in the desert.
It's true. It's true.
Billions and billions of lizards.
Okay. All right, cool. If you want to do that, it's up to you.
Do you think that's valuable information? Does it really matter?
No, because I feel like we're going to get to the pools. I feel like Gavid probably already knows we're here, if nothing else.
Sure, yeah, I'll just come back with you guys.
Okay.
In case we fight today, and then I wouldn't have wasted all my spells.
There you go.
Okay.
On being a lizard.
So you've got this dwarf with you.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you bring him? Back to the
camp.
Back to the camp. Okay. Yeah, he sits down heavily and just sort of stares off into space. Seems like he's thinking real hard about things.
Yeah, let's give him some food and water.
Okay.
Get him back on his feet.
I cast Mage Hand to be constantly rubbing his back, just being very
Aww.
soothing and nice.
Aww.
Hmm.
Aww.
He's like a little weirded out by this, but it does feel nice.
Feels good.
Yeah.
There. Pats his back every now and then.
You cannot deny the back rub feels good.
Okay. So what's next? What's the plan?
Aaron, we need you to show us where those pools are.
I can do that. Phil.
We're planning to kill this thing and free your clansmen.
It feels wrong.
It's not wrong. You just think it feels wrong because of how the dragons manipulated you.
Why you say that?
Look, Luther believes one thing.
Look, morality's subjective.
Luther believes
Well,
one
I
thing.
mean, like...
And that's...
How can you not say that when what's going on?
Luther believes one very clear thing, and that's that people who directly take control of others and use their lives for their own gain is bad. And that is why this is so messed up.
We've been taking the lives of monsters.
I know, but I never wanted to do that.
Okay, I feel it is fair for me to be playing devil's advocate at this point, simply because I like to challenge people, number one,
no, it's
and
fine.
also it's just, you know,
I'm just explaining my character.
we're in a sticky, hypocritical situation.
Yeah.
Good thing shaky moral ground is where rogues excel. Okay, so
All right. So Aaron can fill you up.
What?
He says,
you guys snapping in the middle of the game.
I have no idea.
Nope.
"Hey, come with me. Can you? There's a way down into the main canyon that's a little bit more. Well, we won't go by that lot.
No. Bad idea.
Good
And,
choice.
yeah, he pulls you down. You get down there into the floor of the canyon, and it's sort of where the canyon is opening up, and the walls drop down, and it goes back to just being like
Yeah.
plains. Right? How else does a canyon end?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you drop down into it, and it's like, yes, this is where we were sort of thinking about, like, doing our survey work and building the dam.
Is this the canyon? Am I familiar with this canyon?
I mean, if you live in the desert, this is like the canyon.
Okay, never mind.
Does it seem
Then
like...
yes, I am familiar with this
Yes.
canyon because the place I was born is at the foot of this canyon.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
pretty
what?
close to here.
Whoa.
Yeah, I sent you a whole thing about that, and I didn't really go into it. About, like, where I was
Canyon
from.
life.
So was your town inside the canyon, or was it?
It was at the entrance to it
Okay.
because it was a passageway through the desert, through an important trade route, so you didn't have to go all the way around the desert,
Okay.
around like all these plateaus and in mountains. So you would just go through the canyon, and so it was kind of like a trade checkpoint until it got taken over by bandits, and all the adults got like fucking
Murdered.
killed.
Yeah. So you have a bit of a pang as you recognize where you are.
Hmm.
A little bit of a like, oh.
Ooh.
Umi's so hungry.
Welcome to the Hunger Pangs.
I mean, it's not really relevant. I was just wondering.
Okay.
So
Yeah, interesting. I will admit I completely forgot about that.
It's
So
okay.
I'm glad
It's
you
not
brought
really
it up.
important.
I think it's interesting though. It's a little bit of flavor.
So Dan, is it clear, perhaps, or Gnash asks, would this dam have
Oh, yeah,
drained
ask him,
these
yeah.
pools that you saw? Or which side, I guess, would it have been on?
Yeah. So Aaron. I mean, they didn't really finish their survey work. Like, basically, as soon as they started poking into it, the dragon appeared.
Yeah.
But as far as anybody could tell, it was like a series of sort of holes in the rock that dropped down, and in some places the river would sloosh down into them in addition to flowing over the top. So you can imagine like an underground waterfall down there or something.
Eddy,
like that.
kind of something current, yeah.
And so it's pretty unclear what would have happened if they had dammed it up. Like whether it would have filled it in or drained it out or maybe had no effect but just been like a weird thing. That's what they were down there to figure out with their surveying work.
So, in
You turned into a
his
fish.
honest
I can.
opinion, does he think this dam is a good idea?
Why? We'll provide water where it is now. Prevent the floods. I heard some, our Cantic turbines, George know about all of that.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Like he's
What
very much.
What would the trade-off be environmentally for this to happen?
Well, you lose some. I mean, the inside of this canyon, but it's desert. It's worthless. It's wastelands. We could have farmlands out there. Do you know how many people you could feed with the flow of this river?
Tell them about that special fish that they told us about, that they told you about.
Well, that's a damn shame, but it's all the price of progress.
It's just a fish. I mean, compared to the farms and agriculture we could grow by building the dam.
Why, mate? It's
mean-
just a fish.
Yeah.
Growing crops that are still around
Yeah.
while we kill off the fish. They'll never swim this earth again.
It's a
I'm just
fish.
saying that you should think about how I guess
A
I'm
fish
just
is
since
a
I have
fish.
lived out in the desert, I recognize that there are greater consequences to doing basically selfish actions.
Look,
And this is technically a selfish action. You're
Oh yeah,
benefiting humans.
that this would definitely the
This would cause a
canyon. The
huge
canyon lands
ecosystem
are a
problem.
super important part of the desert ecosystem.
Yeah.
Right?
look, frankly, I don't really mind one way or the other. I just care about killing the dragon at this point.
Idea. We kill everybody. Dam doesn't get built. Dragon dies. Problem solved.
When we get back to town, we'll speak to Zoktavir. I still have my suspicions about him. Maybe there's something we can do then.
Oh, dude, he's evil. Dang.
But this dragon thing for you is completely separate, and it's going to happen no matter what.
It's about my family being trapped in an unwinnable situation. I'm trying to get out of it.
Are they still alive though?
Yes.
Good.
That was fun, but then Luther goes, which is sometimes vastly worse than just straight up dying.
I guess we'll never know. I'll help kill the dragon.
Pools. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So Aaron explains that they had as most they were able to figure out, there's sort of a network of underground caverns down there. And they thought that there's a big one big central cavern, basically directly underneath them. That's
Sounds like
what
a
these
dragon cove.
pools probably drain into, and that's as far as they got.
Do we have any other egress out of here that will lead us deeper into that underground lair?
Boy, there's probably various caves and entrances in the cliffs up here. The whole bedrock around here is riddled with holes, is what it seems to be.
We should explore then and descend downward.
Now here's my question. So if I remember correctly, when he looked into the pool, that's when he got controlled?
Yeah, when they started to basically Brock sent a magic probe down there to figure out what is going on underneath this. Where
We should have taken the beholder shield with us, and then we could just hold it in front of us and look in the pool, and then we wouldn't have.
So it wasn't necessarily a visual
Anti-magic.
thing that got them? No, okay. Never mind. Stop hitting yourself.
Fall asleep. Okay, so
Wow.
uh,
Get this kid some coffee.
where Okay, so let's go climb up the hills. I'll climb up the hills and I'll try to find a way through. Like we should start investigating these tunnels.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, so with Aaron with you. Aaron knows all about stonework and tunnels and that sort of stuff, and you're able to find a pretty good looking tunnel that Aaron says, yes, this will definitely drop you into it. Turns out he was Brock's, chief understudy.
Cool.
His principal assistant. So he knows a thing or two about rocks. But he is
Listen, I'm a dwarf.
he's totally comfortable underground, but he is nervous about whatever is down there. He doesn't want to he doesn't know if he can take it, going this back and forth again.
Right.
Oh, it might be too much for him. So he's going to introduce you to these tunnels and say, "This is as far as I go, Lottie."
Makes sense. I don't
Makes
blame
sense
him.
to me.
Lottie.
Do we have any more use for him, or should we send him packing as far away from these places as we can?
I've always seen him packing.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Chaz.
Do we have any? I think we have probably some rations and stuff we could give him and say,
Yeah.
"You just gotta get out of here."
Yeah, and he now that he's been up and wandering around and helping you all out for 6 or 8 hours now, he seems to have sort of gotten to a better place. He's more okay with not. He's pretty convinced. Okay, clan and kin and honor and I've got stuff to do here.
Right.
That is not just conservation work.
Right.
So it's the effects are worn off.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go find that dragon.
Wake up, sheep.
It's probably in the cave. If we don't find it, then Zoctavir will say misbehave.
Down
Down.
into the depths of the earth.
Are you the DM or am I?
Sorry, Dan.
Down into the depths.
I just wanted to do the Darkest Dungeon voice.
All right.
That's good.
Down.
More
That's pretty
energy.
Fuck.
Okay, so you descend into the caverns.
Yes.
What the hell?
What is your strategy here? So they definitely branch and fold and twist.
I merged through them as a stone. No, I didn't do
You'll
that.
be blind. You can't do it.
This is my whole.
Now, I could scout ahead
Durr.
as a lizard.
Wait, what did you say?
I mean, it's not a bad
What did you
idea.
think I said?
No, it's not.
I didn't hear it. I could scout ahead as a lizard.
Do it. Dude, I'm laughing and saying do it, but
Can
you know
you be
what?
a bat?
This is like,
Can
you
you
know
actually
what?
be a
Fine,
bat?
do it.
I can be a bat, actually.
A bat's actually better.
Or a
Because
bat.
then you can use echolocation and you can fly.
Be a bat.
I will.
Be a bat.
Be a bat.
I will become a bat.
Get stuck in hair or
Alright.
stuck in hats.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to We've Lost It Talk.
So you fly through the chambers,
I have no
Echolocating for dragons.
echolocating, and eventually
What's
you
your
come.
I
You
don't
feel
know.
a bit of a draft, and your bat senses go that way.
I go with that.
And you swoop in and you find, of course you can't see anything. It's pitch black. Except for in here, it's not so
Also,
pitch black.
I'm
There's like a
blind.
little bit of light filtering in, and you can see there's a couple of waterfalls in
That's
this
not
chamber that
actually
seem to
blind.
fall from the
They
ceiling.
are in this. I'm listening.
And as you echolocate, you can sense that this chamber is quite large. It's quite enormous. And you get the sense that there is something
In it.
in it.
It's sleeping in the gold.
Can I use perception that relies on hearing?
Sure.
That's
Nice.
echolocation.
I get no, I got keen hearing. It gives me advantage.
Ooh. Ooh.
Whoa!
I'm good at it.
Yeah, it
How-
sounds like a dragon.
What does your bat shriek
Here?
sound like?
Yeah.
Is it? Does it sound like it's stirring?
It sounds like it's snoozing.
Dragon
Okay.
sounds like.
How far down am I?
It's how far down? Like underneath the earth?
No,
Or
like from them.
from them? Not too terribly far. Maybe a mile's spelunking.
Okay.
So a 20-minute walk.
Okay. I'll come back.
Okay.
I will fly it back.
Cool.
I know where it is.
You do? Alright.
Yeah, I found it. It's sleeping. We can get the jump on it.
Ooh, I should have cast silence. on
Also,
this.
it's pitch black in there.
There's part of me that still wants to get a chance to talk to it, though.
Well, when it's dying, then how about that?
Any last words? Any last conversations?
how
Why did you do
How big
it?
did it look?
I got a good sense for
This
it.
is a pretty solid dragon. If you were to categorize it somewhere
No.
I hate
between
dams.
like medium and colossal, you might choose with huge.
Look,
What does that mean?
fighting this thing is beyond dangerous for
Large.
us.
Oh, we can take
It's
it.
more than big.
We cannot.
Huge is
Take
more than
it.
large.
Really?
Enormous is more than
I don't think we can take it.
What if we
Then-
drop a
then-
cavern on it?
Then what are we doing here if we can't take it?
We're going to talk to it and see what it actually wants, and
Well, what if it
see.
just mind controls us and then we're here forever?
So you've brought us here to talk.
Well, you've got those amulets.
Oh,
we, have
do
the,
have-
we have the
Oh,
ambulance.
yeah.
You brought us here to talk.
Maybe to talk. We might
Luther.
still end up
Oh,
killing it.
maybe. So
Luther.
maybe we should have a plan for killing it then.
No,
Yes.
Oh, I will blast it if it attacks us.
I was thinking personally, somehow getting was it stalagmites or stalactites?
Stalactites, because they hold on tightly to the ceiling. I can never remember if it's like might because they're strong and they hold on, or if it's tight.
The
It's
viewers
definitely tight.
will.
They hold on tight.
Okay.
The viewers will tell us.
Hey, leave a comment below if
So-
we're stupid.
So
Might is on the floor.
So stalactite. So stalactites, like triggering them to like fall on it and skewer it.
That's a good plan, but I think our first avenue should be to talk to it.
Sure, why not?
Luther-
Let's just get near it.
What do you think we can accomplish by talking to it?
We can tell it about Zoctavir and what he's doing.
Oh, and he'll
to
come
it.
eat him. I like this plan.
Well,
Double agent.
I want to tell him about Zoctavir and see what he's doing to the region, and see if the dragon has any viewpoints on that. And if that doesn't go well, then I need to figure out a way to kill it so I can get a sword to kill Eggshell.
Oh, so you still need to kill. You don't need to kill this dragon.
Well, to the brother, right?
Yeah.
You get to the brother. You get brother through brother.
So you're fine leaving this dragon alive.
It's not that I'm fine leaving it alive, it's more like I don't really have the resources to take care of it right now.
1, 2, 3. Triple source.
You guys don't seem to understand just how dangerous of a situation we're in.
Ew!
You don't seem to grasp that we've killed literally everything we've tried since we've gotten together.
Yes,
To be fair though, like I do feel like this is set up differently than the other things we've thought. This is metagaming.
this
Well,
dragon,
I'm not.
this dragon is a horror.
I think I'm a badass and I can kill anything.
This dragon is a horrifying beast. It will open its mouth, breathe on you, and you will die.
No, I remember the whole Phoenix thing and living through that. I'm cool with fire.
It's not going to breathe fire.
Actually, the brass dragon does breathe fire.
Damn it! It's going to breathe fire.
It's good.
Yeah. I mean, what
That
else
was
would a
acid.
dragon breathe?
They can breathe all kinds of things.
What?
They can breathe ice. They can breathe poison.
That's crazy. You guys have seen this?
Oh.
Oh, we got dragon experts
Yeah.
now.
No, we can read.
I've read about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess
I
that's
think-
fair.
I think.
I mean, you have
I
that
think.
cool
I think. I think
sword.
Luther is right. I do have. I do have the cool sword.
I do.
The cool sword. You can go and slide you. Whoa! Check this out. You cut the dragon's head off. We take a tooth out. You make a sword out of that.
But it wouldn't be as good as my other sword.
I
Dragon.
think we should listen to Luther.
I was going to say before you distracted me with my very incredibly amazing sword
Yeah.
that I agree with you. I don't like what Zogdir is up to, but I think the only thing that may be better or equal to having a whole army behind us ourselves is having, well, at least knowing what a dragon knows.
It's a little bit of a tricky problem because I do still have to kill his brother.
You don't have to tell him.
Well, we can
Yeah, we just don't have to tell him that.
avoid that.
Or maybe it would just be enough to get Eggshell to drop the curse. But let's see what happens when we talk to it.
You do it. I'm gonna hide.
That seems like a good idea. In fact, I think you should all hide, and you guys can get the jump on this monster. See, we did a little flip thing, because I always get the jump on him, so it's like...
Wow.
Also, you're getting us out of the way so you can talk to it a little.
Now, here's my question.
Not have us fucking up.
Well,
What if I turn into a T-Rex and bit the dragon?
if we go the fight route, then yes, do all of these plans.
Now, let's see.
Luther, do I?
Oh, if the target's medium or smaller. Dang, okay, so
I'm not playing your character!
biting the dragon does not seem like it'll do much.
Oh, we're gonna die. Okay, so I vote we head down
Let's do
there.
40, 12,
Let's just
7.
go.
You're gonna go talk to it.
It's getting late. Let's just go.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So you walk down the tunnel. You hear the drip, drip, and the soft rushing in the distance. It's chilly down here in the dark. And you proceed down the route that Lindsey has figured out for you. And you eventually get to what feels, you can, you get into a big space, you can feel it. You can feel the different air patterns, you can feel the temperature change, you can feel even just the sound of your footsteps is different. It's resounding off of walls that are hundreds of feet away.
Mm-hmm.
You have arrived. And you can also hear the dragon snort.
Okay. Excuse me. I don't.
Why is feet?
Sorry.
I don't actually have a problem with it.
I'm trying to stretch out.
It's just people have.
Quit trying to assault Ryan on camera. We'll cut that out. You're gonna talk to it, right?
Yeah.
Talk to the beast.
Are you guys gonna hide?
Yes.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Behind some mites.
Do you have some?
We're behind stalagmite.
Do you have any magical way of hiding?
I'm not.
I can
waste
become
a
the
spell.
stalagmite.
I'm not gonna waste a spell.
I'm gonna stab him from the ceiling. No.
All right, I'm going
Wiggle yourself free.
I'm going to step out in front of the dragon. Is it sitting? What is it sitting on? A big.
So this room has.
Nailed it.
Let's see. So I guess it's low light, so you wouldn't be able to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this room is dark, but a river runs through the center of it, and it's fed by several waterfalls that fall down from the ceiling into pools.
Is there treasure in here?
And boy, is there treasure in here. Boy, is there treasure in here. So at the far end of the room, it sort
Look at
of
all Trevor.
comes around, and there's like a nook where it's smaller, and in there is a large pile of gold, jewels, beautiful,
So he wants to
dragon
save
things.
the canyon, but he's still a dragon.
Definitely still a dragon. And atop this mound of jewelry and trinkets
Is it a better sword than mine?
sleeps.
Oh.
You're pretty sure there's not.
That's what I thought.
Not a single sword in there could
That's what I
possibly be
thought.
better than yours. Anyway, snoozes this dragon. It is not an ancient dragon, right? You can tell how just from a thing or two about dragons. Anybody who does, this dragon is not nearly wizened and lined and hairy enough for it to be an ancient dragon, but it's unquestionably an adult, right? In the full power of its prime. It's probably 25 feet long from nose to tail. Big leathery wings, and scales that appear to be of brass. They gleam in the low light.
Pretty dragon.
It is actually sort of pretty.
I kind of.
Good awakening.
Snorts and opens one eye. Fixes it upon you, Luther.
Good afternoon, great and mighty Gavid.
And who are you, tiny one?
There it is. My name is Luther Mossgrove.
Luther Mossgrove. Is that... You're not one of my brother's projects, are you?
Projects.
Yes, unfortunately, yes, I am.
Well, what are you doing here?
I have a couple of matters of business with you, O great Gavid. You see, we were sent here by Zoctavir, a man named Zoctavir, the exchequer of Earl. He's requested that we deal with the problem you're creating by mind controlling his dwarven surveyors.
At this, Gavid opens up his other eye. His long, scaly neck raises his head up off of his pillow of treasure, and he starts to plod down off the mound. And the whole time his attention is fixed on you. Zoctavir sent you, you say?
Yes. He had alluded to the fact that he had dealings with you in the past. We have been doing some work for him over the past few months. But as the jobs went on, we began to wonder if what he was telling us to do wasn't exactly the most beneficial for the region as a whole. Can you provide any insight into that?
The contest between Zoktavir and myself is an old one. He represents progress, development, change. I consider myself to be a steward of the world as it is. Unchanging, balanced, natural. We are, therefore, at odds.
Wait, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Zoktavir is...
I love coffee.
Zoktavir and you have been in this fight for a long time?
Well, not Zoktavir specifically, though I have met him before, but you realize I am hundreds of years old.
Yes, no, I understand. That's why I'm surprised. How have you dealt with Zoktavir's family, then? Has Earl always been on the side of rampant progress?
His... not Earl itself, but Zoktavir's ilk.
What ilk does he belong to?
That family has long been a thorn in our side, you might say.
So, all right. What does his family do? What is their end goal?
I am not entirely sure. I'm not sure that they even know their end goal. Only that it is forward. It is not here. They must progress. They must advance. They must develop. They must build a dam, build a farm, cut down a forest, domesticate a new breed of animal, breed a new type of wheat, come up with some new trickery of spell or of machine craft.
To be honest, Gavid, it sounds like you're describing most humans at this point.
Well, perhaps your species has certain traits in common.
Look.
And at this, the dragon snorts and jets of fire come out of its nose.
Ooh.
A nose probably longer than you are.
All right, but if I may point something out, the dwarves you're using to continue conservation on this, they haven't been doing that of their own free will. Can't you see that as just as evil as what Zoktavir is doing? He's doing progress at any cost, and you are doing conservation at any cost.
And?
What I'm saying is, if you truly believe conservation to be the best, the closest example of goodness, don't you think it's important to be good in all areas of your philosophy, not just a single one? Wouldn't it be better to work together with Zoktavir to achieve some sort of balance, rather than to constantly be at odds with each other?
Work together with Zoktavir? Don't make me laugh, human. You might not survive it.
Half-elf.
Half-elf. Well, he doesn't care.
Yeah, I know. No, Luther's like half-elf, but yeah.
I look at you. Yeah.
I'm doing WoW casting motion.
All right. So that's a moot point. Look, the point is that Zoktavir's expanse will continue, and it's reached a point where you two have come into a point of contention again, right? If we don't find some way to get you to stop the damn plans, then he will send somebody else who will. And he'll keep sending people and keep annoying you until eventually either you destroy him entirely or he destroys you entirely. Which negates both of your philosophies and doesn't accomplish anything. Wouldn't it be better then to work together to solve the problem amicably?
You clearly do not understand the depth of the animosity between our two types.
No, I don't, and I would never assume to. But from an outsider's perspective, it seems to me like you could do a lot better to trust in working together, creating some sort of solution.
That assumes a very particular definition of better. Zoktavir His people and my people represent, you could say, elemental forces, the primal values of the universe, which are fundamentally opposed. To work together is as absurd as saying that a stone might fall up and therefore achieve greater heights.
I see.
Simply by negotiating with the earth below.
All right. So we're talking about, then, really, when we get down to it, law versus chaos.
Choosing which sword to go for.
Yes, perhaps that does approach to the heart of it.
Uh-huh. Well, if you don't mind, if we could move on from this topic for a moment. Your brother, you chill.
Yes. You are one of his playthings.
My family has been under a rather serious curse that he set upon us for quite some time. I would very much like to free us from it. I feel like we've more than served our time and done our duty for the punishment that we were metered out.
That is his business, not mine. I am not about to mess in my brother's affairs.
No, I understand that. I was just wondering if you had any way I could get in contact with him.
Like, can I get his digits?
Yeah.
You want to put a good word for me?
Get your dragon digits.
The last time I last time I saw Eggshell was
That
more than
Eggshell twerp.
twice your expected lifespan ago. Human. And the next time will probably be twice that from now.
So you have
We dragons do not, how would you say, collaborate. We do not work together. We are solitary.
So you have no clue where he is.
Nor what he is doing. It's no business of mine. And if it were, well, I would make it my business.
So if we wanted to talk to him, I would need some way of drawing him out.
I suppose so.
How tight are the bonds between dragons? If you don't mind me asking. Do familial
Are you
bonds
threatening?
Run deep?
You are asking into matters that are none of your business, little human.
I apologize. I didn't mean to overstep my bounds.
My spy is still active.
Well, I suppose that Zoctavir has sent you
Something,
here to kill me,
dark.
has he not?
That was his original intention, or at least to deal with you and get you to leave this place. But clearly, as is apparent, I am insufficient to deal with the task. So I will not be taking that course of action.
Clearly.
That's snicker.
Take it as a courtesy, O great Gavid, that from here on out you may expect more and more troublesome visitors. Things will get worse and worse for you if you do stay here. Just a friendly warning. Zoctavir, as I'm sure you know, does not give up easily. And his expansion is continuing far to the west.
Dude, you should bring up the aberrant magic shit.
Well, should that be the case, I assure you I will deal with him as is suited. Now, run along, little human.
Yes, I would love to. Just one more thing, if you would be so kind. I don't mean to disturb your slumber, it's just that this is very important, and it may even concern your desires to conservate things.
The dragon fixes you with a fiery glare.
We have discovered in our travels of dealing with Zoctavir's other requests various magical devices that have us incredibly worried as to their benefit for existing in the world. We found a ancient fortress holding a devastating phoenix that contained a ghastly machine that seemed to turn people's lives into energy. Zoctavir seemed to be interested in facets of that fortress. We also found a book which contained a variety of interesting spells and other rituals that seemed to be of a darker nature. These plans might be what Zoctavir is working towards. They might culminate into some bigger master stroke. Would you have any idea as to what those could mean?
Let's see, how does the dragon respond to this? Let's see, so he is just about sick of your shit. And he roars. It's a tremendous sound, and it echoes throughout this cavern. And a little gasp of fire escapes from his mouth. And he says, "Human, If I thought I needed your help, I would have asked for it. If it were not for those cheap trinkets you wear, you would be thralls of mine already. Now I recommend you remove yourself from my presence before I throw you out.
Yeah, yes, of course. Yes,
And he begins to the bronze scales of his belly begin to glow this warm yellow.
I'll run out of the cavern. Lovely talking with you.
Cool. And you sprint up the tunnel, and behind you a jet of flame shoots out, and it's close at your heels.
What a dick move! All right.
You definitely you get a little singe, but you get the impression that he was trying to scare you off.
It's
not
still
to
a dick
actually carry you.
move.
Dude, he's a dragon.
I'd say
What do you want from him?
It's a pretty dick move.
Well,
That's like the first
we're
thing
not
you
fighting that.
What?
It's like the first thing
So do you guys get back to me?
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, I think we.
we've
Connect-
listened to this
reconnection.
whole thing.
All right. Well, it's clear we have to kill it.
That went well.
What was all that thing that we were talking about how we couldn't?
We can't. We honestly can't. It's way too dangerous to even attempt, but we have to do it.
Pop the
There's
bubble.
you
Pop
see,
the bubble.
there's something conflicting about those two statements.
Look,
I think we can do it, guys.
You think you can do anything?
It's because so far I can.
Mhm.
I'm the boy who lived after all.
and it's complete.
Shut up.
Welcome back to
Title drop?
session 6 of Monster Gourmet.
Yeah.
Fantastic feasts and how to eat them.
Oh.
I'll go cut that out. Copyright. Cut that out.
We'll put in the Phoenix overlay.
Is that an order?
We'll fund the book jacket for book 5.
God damn
What?
it. Thanks for just ignoring the blatant Order of the Phoenix reference.
Oh,
I'm ashamed.
sorry. I'm
Oh, man.
sorry.
It's too subtle.
Alright.
It was too-
Alright.
too smart.
Alright.
We have to figure out something to
Like
do.
the fortress in the desert.
Okay, look, I can't.
So, I will interject here. Those of you who have done research on such things, an adult brass dragon, in terms of power level, probably not too terribly far beyond a beholder.
Yeah, sure. So that's what I'm saying. We have to kill it. If we kill it, then I can get the blood for the dragon killing sword. And then I can find Yggdrasil, because hopefully, if he sees his brother has died, then he'll come down.
See, now you're getting it.
We do not fight for glory.
He'll come down and try to avenge him. Especially if it's a Mossgrove that did it. This is a perfect opportunity for me. And in the end, it really benefits everybody.
How does it benefit me again?
You get 3,000 gold.
Oh, I like that.
Yes. If you survive.
Bad.
What do you mean, if?
I like it.
I like it.
Well, just think about that title, Lindsey Dragon Slayer.
The boy who lived.
Now look, after we kill the dragon, then we have to take care of Zocta here.
I agree. That's what I was going to say next.
Double agree. I agree with you agreeing.
I'm gonna make him into a bloodstone.
What?
Crystal.
How do you?
No, I didn't say that
I'm just like, what?
loud. I
You
just
know what?
walking and I'm like, I'm gonna make that fucker into a blood crystal.
I'll turn him into a blood crystal.
What the hell? What was that?
No, I didn't actually say that.
It
I'm
was-
saying that in out of game. That's what I want to do to him.
All right, we need a plan of attack against the dragon.
I will shoot a fireball in his face.
That's not going to work
To work. Why won't it?
because he breathes fire.
Yeah, I breathe
His-
fire too, and it doesn't. I don't. I still
So
get hurt by
aren't
it.
don't dragons have like
Would you
vulnerable
say that
spots?
you're
and
good
that's where
with
you
fire
hit
this
them?
whole time? What?
Yeah.
Would you say that you're? I can resist it,
So-
but it still hurts me.
Somebody should go ahead and roll.
We
I
hobbit in
guess it
this.
would be nature to know about dragons,
Okay.
or arcana or something.
Nature.
We should definitely drop some stone
So-
on it from
yeah.
a high place.
I got a 26.
That's
Okay.
a lot of
That's a
nature.
lot of nature. So you know that an adult brass dragon. So the breath weapon. So dragons are known for a few things. First of all, most dragons can emit an aura of terror about them that can turn even the most hardened adventurer.
Yep. I'm thinking these things are helping us out there. Hopefully,
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe
We'll
not.
see.
Our dragon's just big and scary. That's
They're
it.
also just big, terrifying creatures, right? They've got sharp claws and deadly fangs, but their most
I'm about to hook on it.
disastrous weapon is their breath weapon. So brass dragon, as you know, having studied dragons, will shoot a line of fire.
It's a line.
Right? Think of like Mechagodzilla like rears up and
We have to summon Mothra.
You turn into a moth.
Mm-hmm.
Turn into a Mothra.
you also know that a brass dragon is almost certainly going to be immune to fire.
Gee.
Right? Any dragon that shoots fire will be immune to fire.
I guess I'll use lightning.
Let's
Do
see.
we want to try and get him to fire me and then see if I can get some resist on Gnash? Because Gnash is going to be
Did you
doing
bring elemental
some
protection
wailing, but I don't know if
energy?
he'll go for.
No, if that thing breathes on you, you will die.
That's concentration. right?
Well,
It's gonna do like 3/4 of your
Well, no,
health.
so she has protection from energy, so we could give him flame resistance. I get flame resistance when I cast a fire spell,
And I have
Exactly.
evasion.
Yeah, it's concentration.
and so you would be the only person who doesn't have it. So maybe we should put it on you instead.
I like it.
That seems like a choice.
I have well-
No, okay. All right. I think what we have to do is wait until it falls asleep again. We sneak in there.
Oh, I can make you invisible.
Yeah. We sneak in there. When I was talking to it before, did I notice it had like horns or anything like that?
Yeah, so brass dragon. Let's see if I have a picture here
Brass
somewhere.
dragon.
Does it? Okay. All I need to know is, can I loop a rope between the two
Yes,
horns and make
dragon!
makeshift rings?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Gnash.
That's what I was going for.
Lindsey is going to make you invisible.
What?
Okay.
What about you?
Hold on.
But can't you do two?
I can do both of you.
But you're going but you're going to go in there.
Well, not
Take
So
me.
this is the sort of beast that you're looking at. If you want to picture.
Brass dragons look cool.
Take this rope and loop it around its horns. Then you
Not
can
like a
control
glider.
its head to point it in different directions so it can't breathe on us.
But also, I can make both of you invisible.
That's fine. Then we'll all work on attacking and defeating it from the ground while you're fighting the head itself.
All right. I'll take your word on this one.
It's a dumb idea.
A rope? Don't you have? I don't know.
Chain?
Chain.
Wouldn't that be great? I don't have any chain.
Do you? What do you?
Leave it
What
up.
do you see me doing in this plan?
Attacking it and healing us. Using
Keeping us alive.
Do you remember the 3-part plan?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the 3-part plan?
Oh yeah.
Kill
Kill
it.
Don't let
Don't
it kill
let
us,
us.
and keep it busy. It's foolproof. It's worked every
All
time.
right, look, maybe that's not the best of ideas. Lindsey will make us invisible. We'll attack from behind.
can use.
They can be artillery fire.
I do think you have the right idea of trying to get some head control, but
Do we want to use a glyph of warning at all?
Probably. It takes a lot of effort.
We can probably. Is that concentration?
No.
We can probably
I
put
just-
that.
It does.
Let's
It
put
is
that,
not.
put that over the cavern entrance, and then we can run through it. And if it follows us, it'll take the damage.
Okay.
Maybe.
So
Does
are
that seem
we
like a
are we
good
going to
plan?
cause a cave-in?
Maybe.
Is that what we're trying to do?
No, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to actually kill it.
Well, you have to tell me what you wanted to do.
can we do like
because,
lightning
I
damage
wanted
or
to-
cold damage?
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
It can do whatever I want it to do.
Yeah, it should do.
Basically.
It should do cold damage.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Freeze that boy.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay. Everybody okay
But
with this
we
plan?
want to put it at the door, the entrance.
Yeah,
And
because
it'll
it's like our escape route.
only be
Because there's only one
triggered-
entrance in that room, right?
Yeah, outside of the waterfalls.
Yeah.
So the condition is when the dragon goes through it.
Yep.
And the result is
Kaboom. Frost.
an avalanche. Okay.
So, I want to find like a little lizard or a
Frost
bug. Can I? Is that pretty easy?
Sure.
to do?
There's one right there.
So I find it, and I'm just gonna give it a little zap with my flame cantrip. so that I am dealing damage with a fire spell, so that I can use my fire elemental affinity.
Munchkin.
All right.
Otherwise, I can't get it.
Oh,
Because it's a
hey, you can do it on me if you want.
We're going dungeon crawling. Let me get my sack of rabbits.
Yeah.
They're for the trash.
What'd you do that for? Oh, don't worry about it. I'm good now.
I cast Raise Dead on the rabbits. Rabbit zombie army.
So, is your plan? Let's see. Are you going to?
We're gonna be invisible.
Okay.
We're gonna sneak around the back, and we're gonna just go to town on this
And
thing.
I'm gonna twin my greater invisibility.
somehow going to heal them
No, you should be with
from
us.
being on the floor. I don't have invisibility, and I don't really feel like getting on a dragon without it.
We're not gonna get on the dragon. We're gonna attack the dragon from its pile of gold.
And I'm
Got
gonna
it,
be.
sure, and I'm gonna be the only visible one.
No, I'm gonna be visible, but I'm gonna be.
Well, then twin them invisible and leave me visible because I have evasion.
I'm like these
But
squishies.
if you're invisible, you get the automatic sneak attack.
Well, then do Vehya and I and leave Gnash out.
Well, you wanted him to go in.
We need all three of us there behind the dragon.
Well,
Because
I'm gonna stay at the mouth.
I think we already had a good. We already had a
Okay.
good way, and I should just be visible. I should be visible.
Okay.
It's Vehya. We keep Vehya safe, and then Gnash is just gonna.
will be.
you
invisible.
should cast protection from energy on him, though. I think.
Yeah, if you're invisible,
Fair.
you'll have
Sure,
a less.
I can do that.
Yeah, so that's your concentration. So you can't use any other concentration spells. Otherwise, he will no longer have protection
I
from.
don't think I have very many. Other
You got lots. So we'll see if you use any. Okay, so I'm gonna cast it. It uses 5 of my points. I've got 3 left.
Were there any stalactites on the ceiling?
Yeah, sure. Plenty.
All
So
right.
you gotta aim for the stalactites with those lightning bolts.
Oh, I'm gonna use Cone Cold.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
My 1 5th level spell.
Yeah, boop his nose with that cold cone.
Boop.
That does
Boop
decent
this
Do I
damage.
know?
8d8.
Do I know vulnerabilities of the dragon? If it has any? Or...
It does not
Oop.
have any that you know of.
okay, it's just immune to fire.
It is immune to fire.
Pain.
All right. Okay,
Hello, pain.
break.
Cool.
Okay.
So
Alright.
we wait long enough for it to fall back asleep.
So I will.
Couple hours.
Surprise, right?
Yeah.
Well, then we're
You
gonna
set up
wait
the
till
glyph of
sleeps
warding.
to do the spells and stuff.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
set up the glyph of warding, so I need to mark that off. So that is.
Alright.
Did we rest at all between the time where we interrogated that dwarf?
I think that was this morning.
Yeah. So we interrogated him. He took us to the pools.
So have I gotten that slot
Yeah,
back or
you
not?
have. You have.
So then I use it.
Or maybe not. Sorry. I thought we rested.
No.
I mean, we could also just say, like, you come back tomorrow.
Okay, sure.
We came back.
Okay, so I cast Glyph of Warding, and I will also cast Protection from Energy. That takes 2 of my 3.
Well, before we go in, Gnash wants to address all of you. Just whenever we're ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Stay away from me.
Are you gonna use the sword?
Why?
You brought the gloves, though.
You have to do it.
Yeah, stay away from me.
No, you brought the gloves? Well, guess what?
The gloves.
Do you know? Does Luther like prompt me, and I go,
Yeah.
"I'm taking my gloves off."
Yes, good work. Yes.
Yeah. Luther's like, okay.
Whatever.
Nice.
Where are the gloves going?
But actually,
Not on my
actually,
hands.
stay away from Gnash in
Yeah,
case
absolutely.
he gets bloodthirsty.
How do you fight with gloves on your hands?
Dare Gnash.
But
I'll
they
fight
actually-
with gloves on your hands.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll fight with gloves on gloves. Leave a comment if you.
Like boxing.
Here we go.
All right.
It's almost 10:30. We got to do this.
Cool. All right.
Last fight.
So those of you who are sneaking, roll some sneaks. Those of you who are invisible,
But
roll
we're-
some with
Yeah,
advantage.
I'm
But
gonna
we're
have to
invisible,
sneeze.
Dan.
I'm not sneaking.
Good thing I get plus 11 to stealth.
So we go.
Good thing I rolled a 14. Holy crap, that was close.
I did too.
14. So I have a
I do
25.
dexterity.
A 15.
Your stealth is +1, so you got a 15.
I guess I'm rolling perception, and I'll say I've got disadvantage
but it's
because I'm asleep.
yeah, sleeping.
Sleepy.
Don't get a 20.
Don't wake
That
up,
would make
Dan.
me
Oh,
awfully sad.
The
Just
dragon
use
is
D20 as
asleep.
this.
Oh.
That's fine.
Can I trade you one of mine for it? Because
Sure.
it's kind of perfect. See how
Oh,
it's...
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. At disadvantage, what'd you get? 15?
15.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna hear the pitter patter.
And Gnash, what did you end up with?
Yeah, it's a
don't-
group check.
What's the...
Stealth plus Dex plus
I
proficiency.
Well,
could-
here's the problem. I'm having trouble getting to my character sheet right now with the internet. So
But I
I'm going to
did it.
say that it was a +2 to Nash's stealth.
What's your dexterity?
I think it's not a great...
Was it like 14? 15?
It's not.
So
yeah,
are we
it's not-
talking like? So dragons are unnaturally perceptive. Like passive perception is like a 21.
Okay, well,
Hey.
let's hope that Nash gets a good roll in this one.
No.
It's
Roll
like...
with advantage.
No, it's not invisible.
Oh shit.
Can I reroll? I have lucky.
We can't reroll his. Just yours or attack rolls against
Can I
you.
reroll that?
So what are we looking at
Or is
there,
it not
Nash?
going to matter at this point?
I think it's a 16.
Okay.
I think it's
Like-
60.
It's probably
Like a super loud squeak. Takes the sneaky step. Something is not happy with the DNS or something.
But
Yeah.
do you really have a passive perception
The
if you're
internet
sleeping?
just like cuts out from time to time sometimes.
Well, no, but that's why you rolled with disadvantage.
Right.
Hey, guys.
So let's see. How do I want to play this out? Like, honestly, y'all weren't very stealthy, especially for this high level.
I was stealth.
We just
You
go
were
wading
stealthy.
through the coins.
Yeah. Well, so
Like
you're
kicking helmets
you're
out
like
of the way.
moderately stealthy. Like you feel like you would be able to sneak up on any normal human, but like this dragon is like huge.
Not a normal.
And so one big dinner plate sized eye cracks open and it looks around the room.
But we're invisible.
The Gnash.
Are you like, if I don't move, you can't see.
Nash might think that.
All right.
No, Nash just grabs
Grabs the sword.
Does
All
it
right.
go full rage?
Initiative.
Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Yay.
We gonna die. I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 7.
You got it.
Initiative on this.
I rolled an 8. So, I rolled an
Initiative's just a
8.
dex check, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled an 8, and you rolled an 8, and I rolled an 8, and you
So
rolled an
8.
Yeah.
Nash?
What is his +2 initiative?
Can I get advantage on initiative?
I'll say 8.
Okay.
We've been
Lindsey?
playing this
17.
too
17.
long.
All right, Lindsay's first.
I'm just sitting there waiting.
Except for the lair.
What?
Oh no! Lair actions happen on initiative count 20.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
It's lair actions, man.
What does that mean?
It's the dragon's lair. The dragon's lair fights against us as well.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, it's 5e thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Cool, what a
It
great...
probably has some legendary actions as well.
Yeah, it probably
what is
does.
it going to do? It's going to go like,
All right.
Yeah, the walls
Yeah,
might
basically.
actually shift and crush us. That's one of the things that can happen.
Yeah, not here.
lame.
So Nash, and anybody who's within 20 feet of them. So how spread out are all of you?
I feel like,
We were going to the butt.
yeah, I feel like Vehya and I are pretty far away from Gnash.
Okay. All right. So Nash,
We're hotspotting it.
a wind begins to blow through the cavern, and it picks up dust and grains of sand from the floor, and it swirls and whips around you. Go ahead and roll a Constitution check.
We're bad people, guys. Only bad people fight lawful good dragons.
Gladly.
It seems like true neutral.
I get, because the sword adds to my constitution, if I recall correctly.
You are not raging yet. That is a thing you do on your turn, isn't it?
As a bonus
Or is it
action.
a immediate reaction?
Let's
a
see
bonus
now,
action.
there is a thing...
Then that's a thing you do on your turn.
Unless he has a path ability that lets him take it as a reaction.
Aha!
Only one.
Wait, hang on. Feral Instinct gives me advantage on initiative. Surprise doesn't keep me from attacking. I'm not sure how that's gonna work.
Oh, you have initiative. You had advantage on your initiative. So.
Full advantage.
I forgot about it, so I feel like I should lose
okay.
that, but... Then that puts me to a 16.
16.
Yay!
Okay, so you'll be...
We need everything we can get. It's a
Yeah.
dragon.
Okay. I don't feel bad about
The
me.
deck is already stacked against us.
Nash, let's see what we're talking about here.
So what did you want to roll? We'll say.
Okay, anyway, Constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah, I'll just Bite.
Fuck.
Okay, so you will be blinded until you roll a Constitution saving throw at DC 15.
Oh, goody.
And you do that at the end of each of your turns. So right now, like, sand and grit is swirling around you and getting into your eyes, and you're fighting through it. Okay,
He's not
so
happy about it.
Lindsey, you are now up.
I use Cone of Cold.
Now,
Am I within
face
60
my
feet?
Arctic line.
I don't know. Would you have been within 60 feet?
I was hanging out at the mouth. Is that close enough?
No.
Can I get?
You're probably a couple hundred feet away. This is a big cavern.
Oh. Then I guess I'm not.
So you can.
Perhaps if I'd known how large the cavern was, I would not have been hanging out at the mouth.
Okay, so
wait, one could make
given
the
that
argument.
this is a quite large cavern, are you hanging out like just at the edge of your range?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if I don't actually know how big the cavern is,
You can't
Cool.
cast spells.
So you pop out from behind the stalagmite.
yeah, hell yeah. Cone of Cold. Hopefully none of you guys are in the cone.
The real strategy is that we take too long to get to the fight, so Dan kills the monster early and we don't die.
No, I just have us go an extra session.
Yeah.
Give me D8s. I need 8 of them.
You need just 3.
Give me eggs.
That is one too many. You gave me that one,
I
right?
need all the eggs. Cone of Cold. It does that many D8?
8d8.
What?
And, this
It's as many as Fireball does, D6.
Yeah, it's just better.
No,
Except a lot of things are resistant to cold.
Fireball is 8d6.
Yeah.
But it's a 5th level spell.
Yeah, Cone of Cold is just better. Yeah, it's a 5th level spell.